Kunis just pack her bags and leave Ashton Kutcher because of some jaw-dropping secrets tied to Diddy's infamous freak-off parties, guys? Alleged videos are surfacing of Demi Moore acting wildly inappropriate with a child, and now the internet is buzzing that Ashton's past with these shady Hollywood bashes is about to blow up his picture-perfect marriage. Is Mila running for the hills to shield her kids from a media storm, or is what is about to drop so unforgivable that even she can't stomach it? Stick around, because this rabbit hole is deep, and the truth, well, it might make you.
Ashton Kutcher's name just exploded into the middle of a federal investigation, and it's not looking good. One moment he was just a Hollywood actor, the next he's being whispered about as a possible co-conspirator in the Diddy case. But that's not all. A resurfaced story is now gaining serious weight. Ashton, Diddy, and Ashley Kushner once hit up a Nets game together, and they didn't go unnoticed. They met Jay-Z that night. Sounds casual? It's not. That moment is now being dissected by investigators who think it may be part of a much darker timeline. Now here's where it gets insane. A witness claimed they saw what looked like a spill through a window, but prosecutors now say that wasn't a drink. It was blood. The kind of detail that flips a case upside down. It spirals from here. The feds are back, knocking on doors, flipping evidence, and now Ashton Kutcher might be caught in the fallout. Ashton Kutcher didn't just go quiet. He disappeared. No interviews, no red carpets, not even a random paparazzi shot. Nothing. Just complete silence. But then came the whispers. Strange stories started resurfacing, like how he first got close to Diddy, through a weird back and forth during Punk'd. Ashton joked about being untouchable, and Diddy told him straight up, "I'm off the table." That's when their friendship began.
Mila Kunis has allegedly moved out of the home she shares with Ashton Kutcher because she is aware of the fact that horrible information about Ashton and Diddy together, as well as video footage of the two of them together, is about to be released. For those of you who don't know, Ashton Kutcher partied a lot with Diddy in the early 2000s. There are multiple photos of the two of them together at various different parties. And a very troubling clip of Ashton Kutcher talking about Diddy's parties on Hot Ones has recently resurfaced and gone viral.
Party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote. Oh, really? One, yeah. Wow.
But it didn't stop there. They started hanging out regularly, watching football, chilling like nothing was off. But now, those same memories feel dark. The real chaos starts here. Some online are even saying Ashton's already been taken in. And whether that's true or not, the streets are talking, and the skeletons in his closet are falling out fast. It gets worse. People are digging up his past, and it's bad. Back in high school, Ashton literally broke into his own school. Not for a prank, for money. He stole cash and got slapped with a third-degree burglary charge. That's not some silly mistake. That's a felony, and it gets even messier. That same guy, once arrested for theft, was later smiling at Diddy's infamous all-white parties, surrounded by people whose names now read like a federal watch list. Those all-white parties? They weren't just Hollywood hangouts. They're now tied to some seriously dark allegations. And here's where the truth hits hard. Old rumors just came flying back into the spotlight. Ashton was reportedly dating Lindsay Lohan when she was just 16. People are now looking at him sideways, asking the question no one wanted to say out loud. Is Ashton just as shady as Diddy? But this next twist? Game-changing. The moment you line up the timelines, it all starts clicking. The connections, the parties, the silence. And right in the middle of it all, Ashley Rinn, Ashton's ex who passed away under tragic circumstances. The timing, the emotional fog. It all looks different now.
I was around Ashton Kutcher and Diddy before, and they were speaking about Brittany Murphy. And I don't think I ever told this story, and I'm about to tell this story here. While he was married to Demi Moore, he was still sneaking around seeing Brittany Murphy. You understand? We were going to Nets game, so we picked him up, and he was explaining to Diddy that every time he goes to Brittany's house, paparazzi always catches him or almost catch him coming out her apartment or coming out the building. Diddy was telling him that's either the doorman or your security. You know what I'm saying? And he was still married to Demi Moore at the time. So you could have something, you could be right. Because it's crazy how they said her and Kim and some other individual with them around them all died of pneumonia and they were in perfect health.
That just gave me the shivers, that, because how can these two people be around the same people but die of the same death? Is it a case of the stories that they're going to expose them of, they become a threat?
But then everything changed. In court, Diddy's defense team made a wild move. They asked for a mistrial. And guess what? The judge shut it down. Motion denied. But that wasn't even the biggest bomb. A former stylist from Diddy's company took the stand. His name? Deontay Nash. Brace yourself for this one. Deontay testified that Diddy threatened to leak sex tapes online, physically beat Cassie, and even promised to destroy her career if she didn't obey. These weren't vague accusations. They were detailed, specific, and backed by someone who saw it all go down. And it goes completely off the rails now. Just as that story hits the courtroom, another headline drops. Mila Kunis just filed for divorce. Word is, she's done protecting Ashton. No more defending him. No more fake smiles. Whatever came out in this investigation, it broke everything. Deontay Nash didn't hold back. He testified about a night where Diddy shoved Cassie out of her apartment. She ran, terrified, with Nash behind the wheel. But Diddy called mid-escape, demanding they pull over. Control, power, threats, all in one chilling moment. But here's where the mask falls off. Diddy and Ashton weren't just casual friends. They co-hosted those infamous white parties, the ones draped in luxury, celebrities, models, money. But underneath, secrets nobody wanted to talk about. And Ashton, right there, smiling, hosting.
So let me get this straight. So Mila Kunis has allegedly moved out of her home with Ashton because of the information that is about to be released about Ashton and Demi at these Diddy freak-off parties. Videos are already surfacing of Demi Moore acting inappropriately with a child. And it's common knowledge that Demi and Ashton would attend Diddy parties repeatedly. It was well known that Diddy and Ashton were actual friends. And we also know that the reason why this power couple divorced in the first place was because of trust issues and cheating rumors. Allegedly, Demi wanted to stop going to these freak-off parties and Ashton did not. There's also a 15-year age gap, so it's very likely that she was done before him. But after he divorced Demi, he married Mila Kunis. They starred on that 70s show together and everyone was happy that they finally got together. Everyone thought their marriage was so wholesome, so sweet, and they started their family. And allegedly, Ashton stopped going to Diddy parties after he married Mila. So is Mila moving out just to protect herself and their children from the media frenzy that's about to happen? Or are the things that are about to be revealed to us about Ashton just too severe to forgive? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
It turns darker from here. Brittany Murphy wasn't the only woman who died under strange circumstances. Now people are asking questions about Kim Porter, Diddy's ex and the mother of his children. She died in 2018. Cause? Pneumonia. Same as Brittany, same as Simon. Young, beautiful, connected to Diddy, and all gone. Same vague cause, same shadowy silence. Now here's where it gets insane. Step back and look at the full picture. This isn't random anymore. It's a pattern. And Ashton? He's not on the sidelines. He's right in the center, arms around Diddy in photo after photo. Public smiles, private secrets. And it didn't end there. Diddy didn't just trust Ashton with business deals. He trusted him with silence. Ashton knew things. He was part of that inner circle. And to make things even worse, he was close to Danny Masterson too. That Danny? He's behind bars now for crimes too sick to repeat. And once those ties came to light, people started connecting dots fast. It didn't end there. Diddy pulled Ashton, Danny Masterson, and Wilmer Valderrama into his private inner circle, his twisted version of the new Hollywood Rat Pack. But just wait until you hear this part. This wasn't about Hollywood dinners or movie deals. These men were jet-setting around the globe, throwing off-the-record parties, pulling strings, and doing things no one was supposed to find out about. And then came another,
No wonder Mila Kunis is divorcing Ashton Kutcher. Kutcher has 4 major flaws, which Mila can no longer tolerate, especially his creepy secret relationship with Diddy. First, Kutcher's remarks are too blunt. He once made comments about women's clothing on a talk show, which was seen as an unnecessary critique of their appearance, and it drew criticism from the public. Second, Kutcher's personal life is too complicated. His marriage to ex-wife Demi Moore ended due to his infidelity, which is a testament to his unfaithfulness, and he's been accused of unbelievable throuple behavior. The third and most significant reason is Kutcher's strange relationship with Diddy. Kutcher and Diddy have been friends for 20 years. And during that time, Kutcher has attended countless wild parties, which led Mila to discover a tape of Kutcher with Diddy. The tape not only documents Kutcher's social activities, but may also reveal his involvement in illegal activities. This is something Mila cannot tolerate. The final reason is that Kutcher is not careful enough with his social media statements. He has voiced opinions on certain social issues on Twitter, but his lack of understanding of the full context of these events has led to him being criticized. Nowadays, Mila has been seen moving out of the home she shared with Kutcher, starting a new phase of separation from him.
Here's where the truth hits hard. Adam ran WeWork like a cult, blew billions, left investors in ruins. And guess what? Ashton quietly cashed out while it all crumbled. Every connection, every deal, dirty money was always in the background. And then came the bombshell testimony. Prosecutors asked Nash what Diddy said when he pulled up to the car window that night. Nash didn't flinch. Diddy said Cassie messed up, and that he'd leak their sex tapes. Not just online, but to her parents' jobs, just to get them fired. Pure revenge. Nash begged her to let him do it, because he was in the tapes too. This is where it all falls apart. When you mix power, money, and blackmail, you're not building friendships, you're building a fortress. A fortress made of silence. And Ashton? He helped lay those bricks. But here's the twist. Search New Hollywood Rat Pack online right now. You won't find a thing. Nothing. It's like someone scrubbed the entire internet clean. And why? Because after Diddy's arrest, Ashton and Mila went into hiding. And now they're acting like they barely knew the guy. Just another red carpet handshake, right? They've done this before. When Danny Masterson got convicted, Ashton and Mila wiped everything. Birthday posts? Gone. Family vacations? Erased. Years of tight friendship? Scrubbed like it never happened. It was full-on rebrand mode. A desperate attempt at damage control.
Mila Kunis has allegedly moved out of the home she shares with Ashton Kutcher because she is aware of the fact that horrible information about Ashton and Diddy together, as well as video footage of the two of them together, is about to be released.
But things were about to explode. This wasn't just about saving face. Ashton and Mila have deep ties to Scientology. Not casual, not distant. Their closest friends? Scientologists? Even their staff? Rumored to be part of the network. That changes everything. Now here's where it gets insane. If you know anything about Scientology, you know what that means. Elite-level media control. This isn't some fan club. It's a machine. A machine known for erasing headlines, scaring off journalists, and burying the truth. Stories don't just disappear by accident, but this next part? Straight up wild. When Ashton was once asked directly about Diddy's parties, he didn't laugh. He didn't explain. He just said, "There's a lot I can't talk about." That sentence flipped the internet upside down. It spirals from here. People immediately began asking, what is Ashton hiding? And the theories? They're disturbing. Whispers of freaky private gatherings, exploitation, secrets people would pay anything to keep buried. He's out here pretending to save lives, privately. But publicly? He's surrounded by men who crossed every line, targeting vulnerable girls while smiling for the cameras. It didn't end there. Zoom out and the whole New Hollywood Rat Pack starts to look less like a friend group and more like a machine, a sinister one. Ashton wasn't just involved, he was central. And if the whispers are real, Mila Kunis is finally done. Word on the street? She's filed for divorce. And honestly, who could blame her? Everything changed the moment Ashton's name got tangled with Diddy. Now here's the twist. Ashton's out here, trying to rebrand solo. No Mila, no marriage, no answers. Just him, his powerful friends, and a long list of questions no one's letting go. He hasn't denied anything. He hasn't explained anything. He's just vanished into Hollywood's silence. So now it's your turn. Do you think Mila really walked away for good? Did Ashton know what was happening at those parties and that bar with all those disturbing underage rumors? And let's be real. Is he being investigated or just hiding like they always do? Behind the fame, behind the money, behind the machine? Drop your thoughts, drop your theories. And if you've got receipts, you know what to do. We see everything, and we're not done. They thought they could erase the truth. But now the world is watching. And Ashton, there's no one left to hide behind.